Hello guys and welcome back. It's the Gers TV. Finally back. It's myself and Sandra.
Hi guys, how you all doing? He's only excuse me to share here.
We've got the usual admin team in the background as well. We've got Jim, Davey and Warren in Northern Ireland. Now a few guys asking if it's a dummy run. Apologies for last week guys.
Yeah, definitely.
With a few gremlins in the studio as I say, but in other words, a balls up and with 6,000 people try to watch, which was alright. Loads and loads and loads to talk about tonight, as you all know. Before we do that, first of all, can we just get you all to share?
Please guys, share it, subscribe to my page.
And for anybody that's 50-50 about watching tonight, it's going to be thunder and lightning soon, so get your washing in, your bevy out, and come and watch the Gers TV. Guys, just give us a wee thumbs up, make sure everything's alright, audio-wise, everything should be fine. Just give us a thumbs up and a wee location as well. Let us know where everybody is in the world watching it. Special mention tonight to Scott Nisbet. I just spoke to him on the phone. Scott's fighting cancer, as we all know, and we've had great messages of support for him. The big man, he's had his operation, and he's, for what I've seen him, he's looking good and he's getting better. And we're going to try and get him on next week, so it's all looking good. But best wishes to big Scott Nisbet, and my condolences to David Hagan, who passed away last week as well. It was maybe 10 days ago now, but it was going to be dedicated last week's show to him. Other than that, guys, it's the usual. Everything's about Rangers if we can. The problem I've got tonight, Sandra, we've had messages all night for the last 4 or 5 hours anyway, and everything's been about the other mob across the city. So we've got the problem with that, is everybody's want to talk about them across the city. Me, I want to talk about the Rangers.
Yes, definitely.
So,
it's all about the Rangers.
so about the Rangers, and we'll be reading your comments out as well, guys. All right. Just quickly, do I quick catch up with that now? Any look, where are we?
I'm low, can you hear me? Sandra's a bit low, can you hear? As a first, you can't hear me. Right, where are we? Hello to my favourite programme, Mark Dunnett. How you doing, Mark? In Broxy House, Billy Boy McGowan, there you go. New Livingston RSC is, where are we? It's still going up a quick, isn't it?
Aye, there's a wee Irvin mention there at the Broxy House.
Sandra's a bit low, I can't hear her. We know that. Lagowry has loads. I don't know where that is. Dirty Linen, is that?
No, Thunder. Thunder and Lightning, I think,
Right,
guys.
okay.
Margaret, I know Margaret well.
Right, hello. Hello for Alba, we are the people. Edwin Davis, Graham Walsh, she's Kilbride, Sarah Wallace is watched in Glasgow, Ian the Bear, Pitt Dewsbury is Ian Sked. No talking about the other mob, says Jim.
Aye, as I said.
I agree with that, because this is all about the Rangers. John Duncan, hi from Probin Hall. There we go. Hello Sandra. Colin Muir. Hello Colin, pal. I hope you're out in the garden watching me. Hi folks, John Kiernan and Robert Binney. How you all doing, guys? Donna Robertson, hello there, and Gadgy John.
Great, we'll catch up with that later on. There's millions of them up here now, guys. Thanks, just keep your liking and sharing going. It's great to be back. It's been a long summer then, Sandra. With
it's been a long time.
The season that never finished.
Yep.
Celtic try to get 5 in a row, and all of a sudden it's been presented to them.
Yes.
But the Scottish Cup's not been decided yet, strangely. We've got some strange stuff happening tonight as well. We'll have to talk about some of it because Rangers are going to be playing and other teams aren't going to be playing. And it should give us an advantage if we take the points for the games. Before we do it, a couple of signings that we've made, right, and we'll talk about them.
Yep.
So we signed the boy, the goalkeeper from Sunderland.
That was John McLaughlin.
John McLaughlin, aye. And he's only played he played one friendly, I think, or maybe 2, but he played in the game at the weekend. The last time I seen him playing, I thought I was only watching him on a small screen, but I think he's going to give McGregor a massive challenge. The other two, I've got 2 pictures of our 2 boys we signed here. Back on. So we've got Rufy and Kemar Rufy and Cedric Aiton. The big boy Aiton is he came on at the weekend, but he only played for about 7 minutes. 23 years old for St Gallen, 19 goals and 34 appearances. That speaks for itself. The Kemar Rufy one as well, right? Big Gary's watching, big gorgeous. He's been going on about this boy for years. Gary's been going on about Kemar Rufy for years, so I hope he turns out winner. I'll never hear the end of it. But he's been saying, he has been mentioning him. I'll give him his kudos for that. The 2 of them can play in there, and that's going to give Rangers a different dimension.
Aye.
I think Gerrard's realised that to win the league and win in Scotland, you need to be able to break. It's not about beating Celtic and Aberdeen, it's beating the smaller teams as well. And I think we're going to have 2 game plans now. Hopefully we're going to be able to play a high ball and we'll be an aerial threat. Let us know your opinions on the signing, guys. They took the signings.
Yeah, James Gilmore says his only worry with Ruffy is the injury history. His injury history.
Aye, that's a James, a great point. It's a famous Rangers thing. We've always, when we get a good player, we always seem to have injury doubts with him. But we've got him sealing out, and when he plays, we know for a fact that the guy can put the ball in the net. I spoke to Leeds United fans last week, and they were raving about him. And he is what he is. He's going to be a...
I had a wee look at him there. I didn't really know him before they signed him, but I had a wee look at him. He looks quite good.
The other thing as well, and people can agree and disagree, and I've just given my opinion. A fair good source I've heard, Morelos definitely doesn't want to leave Rangers, and he's happy. And I would keep him. And it was great to see him scoring 2 goals at the weekend, almost a third goal, with the first one being was an own goal. I think the class that is. He seems to have got his belief back in himself, but I would be delighted if Morelos stayed with Rangers. I've seen people saying, take your money and go. I'm not caring about money, I'm caring about Rangers and their performances. And if we could have 2 top strikers or 3 with Defoe at the club, that would be far better in my opinion. What do you think?
Definitely. I'm just checking all these wee messages.
I know there's loads of them.
I see there's a lot of people saying that there's a lot of stuff on the Rangers pages about Celtic, and there shouldn't be there, guys. The Rangers pages are there for the Rangers, the Glasgow Rangers, no other team. So they're saying that there's a lot of...
I agree. I'm just laughing. Matthew McLaughlin saying, is it McLaurin? He was talking about pronunciations. I'm getting his name thing, but he's saying his name is pronounced Roof. I'm terrified to see that call in case I call Roof.
I heard that they're all saying, no, the roof is on
the
fire.
but I thought it was a roofie.
Aye,
but we'll pronounce it right, but we'll got it right now.
Right, so Natalie, them and Aberdeen, the 2 games are cancelled. We're 2 points in front of them, so does that mean the next games could be 8 points in front of them before they kick a ball again? If so, does that mean the league is shut down, perish the thought, or the season's ended next year? That means we're 13 points in front, there's only a few games left. Do we just get handed the title? Aye. Well, they're going to argue with this, so I would rather we won it legally because they took the title.
Anybody that's a sportsman wants to win a title the correct way. Yep. What I will say is I heard a wee bit, people might have heard more than me, and I took to the shops here, and I heard the Gerrard interview on Snide.
Yes. And
it was quite interesting. I put it on because I wanted to hear him on it, and he was talking about the fact that Rangers, because the SPFL, are talking about bringing people in to educate players and all that now, but that's not really fair because Rangers players and other teams' players are gone with the rules. We shouldn't need somebody to take them away and take their time and educate them about something they already know with the COVID-19. But they're talking about this could get worse, it could escalate.
That's right.
And it could
be a second spate,
the comment was made it could even end the season, right? I'm not scaremongering, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's what the manager said, for what I heard, and I've heard the comments for the SPFL and other officials and press saying it. So it's a serious matter. But if it's a serious matter, why is it certain teams seem to be able to be above the laws at all times? It can't be right. Our big thing for me is we've got to go and win the games, and they can't know the games in hand, the games up front, and then we can worry about everything else. Because it's the wee teams we started against last season, and for the first time in a long time, Celtic have been under major pressure. I seen them at the weekend. I didn't think they looked great. I've watched Rangers in all the games I've seen Rangers playing in, apart from the European game. I don't really think there's much point talking a lot about the European game for the simple reason Rangers played that, in my opinion, like a friendly. But at the same time, maybe not fair to say a friendly, but they weren't 100%. And the team they played against, Leverkusen, were outstanding. They were a different class.
Aberdeen game,
other than that, Aberdeen, the
second half is...
They were comfortable at all times though, and Aberdeen never looked as if they were going to give any threat. St Mirren dominated the game, and for the first time, we're looking as if we know how to play against these teams that live in the box.
We're
comfortably.
Back, guys.
Comfortably, Rangers looked as if they were never going to gear up. We're just getting the ball into St Mirren. So, I think for definite that things can. I think we're on the right path.
Yes.
It's early doors. It's pre-season. Came up there, and I think we won all our games more or less in pre-season. But we look comfortable against every team, and it's all about how you look and how fit you are. Loads of comments coming in.
I know. I'm trying to get the screen back as far as it'll go. Take it back a wee bit. Where are we? We can hardly hear Sandra. I can't do anything about it, guys. You'll just need to roll with me.
Hold on, I'll move your one up a bit.
It must be a first that you can't hear me.
Right. I'll just make... No, I don't...
Is that
Try that now, I bet it's
is
loud,
that
isn't
us, guys?
I
You
just
hear
heard
me
it.
now?
I was in last night 10 years in, I'm like that. You know what
You're like, I'll turn her voice down.
that voice. That voice.
That voice for the East End. Right, where are we, guys? There we go. Right, but one game at a time. That's the main thing. As it's you need to take every game as it comes, guys.
Other thing, got to talk about just quickly whilst you're looking at this, the strips. Over 100,000 strips sold. In a matter of what, was it a space of 4 or 5 days?
I see a lot were destroyed, I know, by couriers and
Aye,
things
I seen
like
that. The thing is that the sad thing about that kind of carried on is we were laughing. A few of my pals were talking about the fact that you just wouldn't do it. You just, if it was other teams, you just wouldn't want to do it. You would just do your job and go on with it. But 100,000 strips. I was doing at Ibrox the other day there on my scooter, and I don't know. Somebody's asking why is that?
Why is that a picture of it? So you've got that on. That's how. Sorry, guys.
Came up there. Don't know how that came up there, guys. One of us pressed the button on the controls. It's me, but know what it was. It's me with the pen. I just wonder why they were saying that. Aye, so I'm just saying the fact that we've got all these strips came out and Rangers done over 100,000 strips selling. Yes. There isn't many teams in the world could do that. You have to look at it. It's a quality strip and I think it looks good, but the fact that the strips went all over the world and sold, and that's the start of it. They're going to keep selling them. I like
see the grey training one. I think that looks smart and all.
Just you try to get a hint in for somebody. Man. Rangers will go like that. We'll send you one in.
No idea. I think it's smart, so it is. Wherever. Thanks, guys. Dan Patterson. That was the first, by the way.
Because I put the pen down and had the controls on it. But it's all good, guys. It's great to be back.
Yeah, Fiona Douglas's Calvi strip was a mess when it came. Was that one of the ones? It was.
Aye, do you mean damaged? Fiona. I've heard that many stories. The thing is, but you don't know if it's people you don't know telling you the stories. Obviously, know Fiona. But if it's people you don't know, you're wondering what's actually going on.
Where's your beer size? Somebody's actually noticed.
That's Kyle Douglas, that's my pal.
Where's your beer?
For Sandy Row. I'm not having a beer tonight. I'm trying to lose the weight. I've got an arse like 30 bob cabbage. And I'm just back for I'm just back for Sarties. I was in the tune for the. That's another thing. He's a shout for anybody that knows about it. Was the 50% half a meal in Glasgow now, or I don't know if it's just Glasgow, but who's all been battering into that? I'm just back for. I was at Sarties, the Italian the night, and the morning night I'm going to Satis. So I'm firing into that, so I'm going to lose weight doing that, aye, so loads of people talking about the strips and all that. Other thing, we're going to have Warren coming on at 1:45. So an hour long show tonight. We'll have Warren on for an hour, for 15 minutes. But he done the thing, mate, just a quick mention for Warren. He done his wee show for us when COVID-19 came in.
Yes.
And he done the battles.
Yes.
All the great battles and all that. They've been doing really, really well. 10,000 people watching every other show he done.
Roddy Fraser says he likes the studio.
Aye, so
looks
changed.
Smart now, doesn't it?
So
looks smart. New casting couch and everything, guys.
It's all happening.
I like the studio. Castro has done great with the strips. Very good quality. Had a talk about the strips.
Aye, the thing about Castro, I've been criticised. Castro, who are they and things like that. I get that, but they are who they are. They've took the Rangers deal on, and it's probably the biggest job they could get. And the punters seem happy that they're getting them. The problem is people are damaging them. But aye, no, it's a good job so far, and it's a quality kind of brand, I think, as well.
Going to keep sharing my page, guys, please.
Aye, keep it
thanking
going.
you.
We need to get a fan in here next time.
I know it's warm, man.
So warm.
Yeah, let's wear a bit of lights.
Seen a wee lassie in the thing with Cumbernauld Road today. She was pushing her dad's motor. right outside the Pineapple, and I was like, I'm going to jump out and help her. I jumped out, the dad jumps in the motor, the dad's having a heart attack. Right, he knew me, he went, alright, he jumped in the motor. And then the daughter went, cheers, and I looked around, I'm pushing the motor myself.
You're in it?
I'm like, couldn't believe it, I couldn't breathe, 20 minutes to try and breathe. My mate Brian will be watching this, Brian Newell, he's sitting in the motor, he was driving the motor I was in, and he's sitting like that, what did you do that for? I don't know.
Great show, guys, brilliant you're back, let there be no confusion, we are the people. Definitely, Stuart will. Colin, your new couch, yes Colin, do you like it? Good stuff, isn't it? Looking brilliant in the studio for John Kiernan, things are looking up, John. Roddy Fraser, keep the price down.
I don't think he means the strips.
I know.
The only thing I'm disappointed with the strips was the only thing with the strips I was disappointed with was the fact you can't get the babies ones.
Aye, the small. Can you not get the smaller ones? No.
I think it starts at 1 year old, but people were obviously wanting infant ones.
What's your thoughts for the Mora Knights? 5-0, me think. says Andy Ritchie. What's the thoughts for that?
Again, I don't want to go down the road that, well, we very rarely beat these teams 5-0 and 4 and 5-0. Have we got the ability to do that? Aye, but they'll put every man behind the box. It's St Johnstone, isn't it? They're going to try and defend. And no, I don't blame them a wee bit because Rangers have got a great team now. And their team wants to get hammered. If we go there and we get a 1 or 2-0 win, it'll be absolutely fantastic. Not too worried about too many goals now. What I do want to see is different players in the team coming in and see how they're doing. Other than that, it's just about keeping it going. If we could get the points and basically
that's all about the points,
isn't it? Clean sheet. If we get the clean sheet, then the season's went on so far, and every game we're playing, we're winning. I'll be happy with that. You could look at it from a different point of view and say we're going to win 5-0. Well, some of these games are 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go, and we're losing it. So I'm more interested in the discipline of the team now.
And there's Graham Welsh said he's seen the Gers TV flag at Ibrox on Saturday.
Did he?
I don't know. It must have been.
I never took it.
Points make prizes. Chuck Sharp. I didn't take it. It wasn't at Ibrox. Or no unless they've had the flags up across.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe Davies had it up.
Aye.
I don't really know. I don't know. There's Ian Harry for Henry for Corby. Hello there. He's watching.
Yep.
Chris Sharp. Points make prizes.
That's it. We don't need to. We can win this league. We're just beating teams every week.
That's it.
We don't need hundreds of goals.
We're back where we belong, but we just need to get there. We need to get the point, don't we?
A few people say it keeps buffering. It's not today. It's no buffering here. So what it's telling me is it'll be with the weather. It's going to be because it's only 2 or 3 people saying it.
Intermittently, that's a big word.
Aye, and it's all the people that live up north.
That's it, Gadget John. 3 points will do. I would like to see it in Morelos up front and see how they get gel together. Morelos just played behind Itten.
Aye, I was disappointed because the boy came on the last 7. See, with 7 minutes to go, very few players can make an impact, and it's really hard for him to do so. But at the same time, I didn't like seeing Morelos going off either because he's playing really well. And I'm not. First of all, I'm not keen on the 5 subs rule. Right, this new rule, 5 subs can come on. That and water breaks. Water breaks probably because of virus. You can't stop. People might disagree with me, but I'm not keen on 5 subs. And when I seen Morelos going off, I felt a bit sorry for him because I finally wanted him to come back to his game. First goal he scored was in Boxing Day, they said. And he scores two good goals, good positioning, great work for the goals. And they bring him off, to bring the boy on, fair enough. But I'd like to have seen the 2 of them playing up front. And I think they pronounced it Aiton. I'd like to have seen him come on a wee bit earlier and seen what the lad can do. But it's the start of the season, there's plenty of time for him to do so. Right, give me a minute, I need to go and fix something.
Right, more goals we score, it will put the pressure on the Celtic when they at their matches. I don't know what that is. Where are we? They will crave it out and they should scoring barrel loads. That's true, James Gilmore. Right, there's no buffering here, says Kevin Campbell. I think it's just your internet connection maybe. What happened with the live stream last week? Oh, we had problems, guys. But Davey the tech guy has fixed all this for us. So we're hoping there's no problem tonight. I'll happily take 38. Scrappy 1-0. Every win, single season. Winning a big bonus, but it was 3 points at the end of the day. That's it, Ali Parker. Someone said Rangers players stopped crossing the balls when Itten came on. Right, I agree, Si. Great goals, well taken, said Warren. I don't even know what that is. Weston Francis, I don't even know what your first name is. John Gooding, watching for Belfast. Jordan Boyd, good evening, fellow Blue Noses. Donna Robertson, hello there. James Gilmore, Stuart Campbell, hello guys. Well guys, to be honest, there is no way you can go to Spain one day and come back. I know I own a villa, but I can't leave and go for one day and come back. Something does not add up. What do you think, please? We discussed this at the start of the programme, guys.
I'm not going to comment on this because I don't know if it's true, but if it is true, it would be easily found out. Loads of people have been texting me, right? You know, we'll get, not just me, everybody gets these text messages, right? But apparently the bowling goalie, I can never say this guy's name if I'm going to be racist. Golly. Try to watch how you say it, right? Bowling goalie's his name, right?
Right.
Right, he's supposed to, obviously some people knew he went to the country, right? You don't go to the country for 2 and 3 days and come back and nobody knows you're gone, right? Apparently he was spotted at the airport with the Celtics officials.
Apparently they picked him up for the airport.
They gave him, and then they knew that, and then they played him. That's breaching the rules altogether, so they will be absolutely hammered, I'd imagine. But when I say I'd imagine, it doesn't mean they will be.
Si's got a better tan than you, Sandra.
I've been out on a scooter all day and aye, I've been out.
Can you have that, Colin? Oh dear.
Aye, the next couple of days, Sandra, will be interesting because the SPFL, and I'll be honest here, I nearly crashed my car today when I heard Nicola Sturgeon even had a go at him, right? Nicola Sturgeon literally had a go at him, Celtic and Aberdeen, because of what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Because Aberdeen as well, playing with the players and that. So the fact that we'll call her the First Minister, I know she's a bit of a clown, but for the first time she's actually spoke against it. What made me laugh is it's two biggest sets of supporters in football that actually back her. But she's came out and criticised them. She's got to do that, but she's done it. So that shows you that it's going to get bigger. This, it just shows you that it seems to be every time you read the papers, Rangers are on the back page.
I know.
And then on the front page for scandals.
I know.
These scandals never seem to stop.
I know. As Gers, as Warren says, it's all about the Rangers, guys. Let's keep it that way.
Aye, no, definitely. But as we said, if people keep texting in and we've got the screen here and we've got messages and people keep asking us about it, we have to comment on the current affair.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, from our point of view, we've got a team. Most of our players are fit. No get any massive injury lists or anything like that. They're all seem to be in form. Let's just play one game at a time, get the goals, get the results, and let them worry about their side of it. Because at the end of the day, they've got plenty to worry about.
Yep, I know. Let me see. That'll be the first. All right, okay.
Loads of mess. I'm trying to catch up.
No, great to have football attacking.
Somebody's saying it about SFA. I'm not backing the SFA or SPFL. I'm not backing them in any way. I'm just making the point that they've got to fight again. You can't have people going against the rules when it comes to an illness that's people have been dying for and things like that. Everybody's got to go with the rules. And what a farce it would be if our game was cancelled again for a few months.
You know, take right, Jim. I can't read nothing because you've took it back.
We're just catching up with all the emails. Just a wee reminder to share, guys. Just a wee reminder, a wee like and share, just to keep it flowing, get as many people watching.
We need these 8 points this weekend. Fiona Douglas, she says we need these 8 points this weekend. I agree with you. They're simply the best and always will be, said Andy Ritchie.
If we get the 8 points, then we'll worry about other things that should be happening. What I will say is, for that point, where that mob is, with the carry on with Griffiths and all that, I would imagine they're a bit in-house fighting with the players, because if you're a football player and you're doing everything right and then you find out your pals are going to be holding Spain and you can't play the game and all that, you're going to be calling each other all sorts. So
Joe Conley says, do you think Roof will be in the squad tomorrow? Apparently he is.
Aye.
I heard Gerard talking, he says that they'll be ready. They're ready for the squad.
I think the question was, would they be in the squad? He'll be in the squad, aye, certainly. I think he should be the first team pick, you know. I know a lot of people like McGregor. I like McGregor myself. He's done well with Rangers first and second time around. Last season he was doing some mad stuff. He was really angry, and I know he was angry. I was angry in the terrace and watching a lot of it. But he was kicked out and all that, and it won't do him any harm. At the same time as it won't do him any harm, the new boy, John, does look like he can control a goal, his goals. He's really quick at his passing the ball as well. He's added a dimension to Rangers where he's got the ball straight out, whereas McGregor's a wee bit slower with the passing and organisation. But I think he'll start. I might be right with that though.
It's correct, Si. Concentrate on your job in hand, and that's winning every week. I agree with that. Just concentrate game by game, get it done, get it dusted, get the points.
Warren's asking if you were making your famous square sausage curry. One day we're going to, this is Jim's delicacy, we're going to...
A square sausage curry?
We're going to go in the kitchen one day and watch Jim making a square sausage curry.
Hey, where are we? Hello, Borum. Beauty of the season can't be completed and Rangers at the top of the time. At the time. What price the season bring?
Yeah, Jamie's just confirmed
null
that.
Null and void, counting it.
Aye, sorry Jamie, I hadn't seen that the other day. He's still injured anyway, McGregor, so it's going to be...
John McLaughlin.
John McLaughlin and goals. Aye. So.
Jared says there would be changes, said Roddy Fraser.
Aye, no, there will be changes. I think it's going to be a squad thing now. That's one of the things I don't like about the 5-man subs. It's more a squad game now than it's ever been rather than a team game. And it kind of you could basically bring 5 subs on and it's hard enough trying to keep up with the play. And who's playing when the 5 subs came on and things like that.
What games have we got? The Aberdeen game, and then
the Aberdeen game we won 1-0. Ryan Kent again. He's never let us down. You've got to give him his due there.
I'm awfully glad you get that ponytail cut, that wee daft stupid What was that? A wee fork at the back of his head, didn't it?
He got the ponytail
glad
cut,
he's
but
that
another one
way.
was thing, mate, what do you call him with the comb over?
Oh, that was, what'd you call him? God, me and
Barker,
Colin, but
Barker.
I Parker.
I thought it was Ronnie Barker when I seen it, honestly. How can somebody
comb
make
over?
that, how can you make that kind of wages and forget
My
to go to
goodness.
the hairdressers? I was speechless when I seen it, but do you know what? The classic thing was every Rangers fan in the world done the same thing. They paused it.
I know, and done the same.
Oh, never mind the game.
Colin's like, look what this.
Never mind the game. Look at his hair.
I like McLaughlin, he looks really confident, said Warren. Great show, always keep it going, sign Sandra, let's get the points in the bag first and then we can gloat a bit, that's it.
That's it, no, that's right.
Definitely, Jim.
But loads, I'm trying to keep us anything else we wanted to chat about tonight. There is loads to talk about. I took some notes. We get mixed up because of last week's show.
Last week's show was murder, guys.
It's not that one of my pals flicked up and said to me.
I know what show.
One of my pals said the only one who heard any say was me going like, I'm having a swallow. Let's quickly talk about Morelos. What's your thoughts? Do we think he's going to leave or do you think he's going to stay? As I said, fair good source. I've heard that Alfred doesn't want to leave Rangers.
Yes.
If he feels a wee bit let down by the club regarding the racial stuff that happened to him, I think it was a bit worse. As far as I know, the racial stuff for Celtic fans was worse than Rangers made out, and because of that, Morelos feels a bit left out.
I heard Stephen Gerrard saying he's very much a Rangers player.
If Gerrard has got a player like Morelos, why would you want to lose him?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a good point right away. And he scored goals again, so I don't. It's not just about money. It's 4 strikers, but it's 4 quality strikers. If the club can afford to keep them, why not keep them on? And you don't have to teach Morelos what Scottish football's all about. He's been here long enough. He knows it. On his game, he's my best player. So I hope the information I'm getting is he still wants to stay with Rangers. And
yeah, I hope he stays. He's a good striker, you know.
And at the weekend, he gave me an impression he was wanting to stay when he came up. Last week, I was going, he's coming off.
I know, Huff.
Aye, and defence-wise, I'm going to talk about the Rangers' defence. I'll forever slate the Rangers' defence last season.
I know.
Slate it.
Oh, did it no move? It says that Barker was soon went to the barbers after them pictures online.
But anyway, the Rangers' defence, right, we've got to give them a bit of credit when it's true, right. The defence is definitely up to the game. We've brought some good defenders into the club, and both big defenders into the club. Fair people criticising Tal for the European game. 50-50. You could criticise them if you want to criticise them, but it was a great move. It was a proper, they're a quality team, it was a great move. Other than that, the club's moving forward definitely when it comes to the players at the club. They've addressed
going in the right direction.
We need to have 2 plans, a plan A and a plan B for the game. The high bonnet option, but the 3 defenders that we've brought in, 3 we brought in, 2 defenders. 2. It's definitely. We've also got the big.
Isn't it on, brother? Yes, it is.
Aye, so what was I saying there?
Yes.
Aye, only one should do it. But somebody said that if the first stage amazing choice of forwards, it means for the
great
first
mix
time,
depending on his position, his opposition.
Aye, we've got a great mix for forwards and the defence.
Remember 30 seconds.
I know, just keep 30 seconds. I should come back on.
Sandra, fix that mic. Good strikers, 4 good centre backs, and I still think we need a ball winner in midfield.
The big thing with Rangers last season was all the things you would criticise. We didn't bully teams. We didn't have the big hard man. They still have that TV captain type player. But up front in defence, we'll definitely fix it. And
What happened there?
back on again, I'll just check. What happened there? That mic it was working perfect 2 seconds ago.
Right, we're still here. No, it's this here. Right, I can't hear you and I can't see you now. But
Yeah, I get a wee second, 30 seconds, it should come back on.
30-second delay now. Sorry guys. Nope, can barely hear you. It's off screen.
Sorry, that's
it's
a 30 second
alright,
delay.
I know.
I know. I get hit there to get come back. It should come back on.
It is.
Aye,
It is a
yeah.
30-second delay.
It's a 30
Lost
second
picture.
delay. Right, perfect. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Stephen Shaw.
This is my hams, I'm not behaving. See, when you're drunk, it's a lot easier.
See, because I'm sitting near this wee remote here, you know.
Perfect now. Is that alright now, guys? How does that sound?
Perfect now, we're back.
Leave it alone.
Leave it
I
alone,
never
Si.
touched it. Literally, but watch this again. My Hans will even get a wee screen in front of you. Hans didn't move.
Right, well don't move your hands and don't touch the side yet. Right, don't touch it, says James Gilmore.
my good hand.
That's it, don't touch. Right, where
So,
were we?
Guys, just even give your opinions on it. I stay or go for Alfie, but I reckon the majority, because
I want him to stay.
I reckon the majority of Rangers supporters want Morelos to stay with Rangers, but you read in the press sometimes or the media, I know we shouldn't, the fans have went against him as well and they don't want him to be here. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of it. I think the Rangers support, I'd say 95% at least want Alfie to stay, and I'm 100% want him to stay. If he keep, as long as he wants to be here, I want him here.
Aye, there's no point keeping him if he wants to move though, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
The passion wouldn't be there, Si.
He wouldn't be the same player, but I've been told he does want to be here, so we'll soon know if he doesn't want to be here, because the transfer window will no go without him going if he wants to be.
Tie him up.
Tie him up. Well, that's a different thing.
That's another show.
Well, once you go black, you don't go back. So tie him up if you want.
Tie his hands, Sandra.
Oh, me? I thought I was talking about Alfie. Right. Aye, as I
Right,
say,
stay, they're all saying keep Alfie. I think the biggest majority is, I agree
well,
with
we've
you.
seen his
Yep.
ability. He's a great player. He's
Alfie must stay.
keep me afloat, and do you know what? He just needs to get that elusive goal. We all know the goal, and if he gets that, things will change so much. He's looking
I
hungry.
wanted him to support, take the pressure off him. Stay. Looking good.
What's so happening tonight anyway? Yeah?
Career with competition. Stay Alfie and keep the head bang on the goals. Aye, as long as he stays away from the red cards, he needs to control that a wee bit, I know.
That's the only problem he's got in his game, is his temper.
Aye.
But at the same time, it's hard that
He curbed it for a wee while there, hadn't he?
he did. The thing he went wrong, we see when whatever happened, and he was a wee bit angry for January onwards, right? And I remember Big Gary saying to me, "But look at the size of his arse, man. He's putting on the weight, right?"
He did put on a wee bit.
He was, and he was struggling to run with that weight because he's an agile player. But he's got it back. He's getting his fitness back. He looks keen, and with a striker like that, we'd be trying to get a striker like that now. So we'll go him, keep him.
A great player, just can't be trusted in my eyes. Who's that?
So see, to be honest with you,
Williamson.
that's a wee bit like Gaza when he played with Rangers. Some of the big games he was getting sent off or doing crazy things and all that. But that's why we love these kind of players.
Be worth 50 million once he scored against them. James Gilmore, apparently.
What did we do
Looking
on
good
Derry
for
Day?
55.
Didn't do anything Derry Day. Literally, I went on a scooter run because there's nobody you could go. There was no event zone in Glasgow. The Apprentice Boys had a wee thing in the city centre.
Yeah.
But it was just a wee thing. I don't know what it was. Aye, so there was nothing massive for it in Glasgow. Just a quick one. The big celebration we done for Orange Order. That got
Yes.
250,000 people watched that.
I know,
and
that was
interacted.
good. I enjoyed that.
And
That
interacted, so that was some
Join
fun.
the Boyne. It was on
Aye.
the Join the Boyne.
So
Yes.
250,000 people.
So they done well. Good, well done at the Orange Order for that. For their virtual 12.
Aye. And the Scott Nisbet video what we've done as well. We haven't done many videos. We're concentrating on new plans and stuff like that. Plus we couldn't do the studio. We couldn't with the COVID-19 kind of stuff.
That's right. Couldn't get in.
But we're well with that kind of stuff. We're back now. Other thing I want to talk about quickly is these Rangers rooms are coming in fast and furious now. They're not all sending them to us though. Anybody that's got a good Rangers room.
I know.
What was the last one we put up? Was Alan Canning.
Yeah, Alan Canning.
My pal Alan from his Freeway Village. No, I'm going to say Londonderry, but it's not. It's next to Garver. Is it Garver he's in? Alan, he'll be probably watching. He'll confirm it again. It's a wee village next to Garver, I'm sure. in Northern Ireland, and he put it up. His bear is a bear hut he's got.
It's a bear
It's
hut.
fantastic. He's had a few of the Rangers players in it as well.
Mhm.
And we've got the video on our page again. But there's loads of people talking about having these wee Rangers bars and pubs, bars and man caves and all that. If you've got one, let us know. We'll come out and film it, or film it yourself if you've got the ability, and we'll highlight that. Dungiven, that's what it is. I was watching that in there. Dungiven, which is next to Garva, I'm sure.
Yeah, hello, Gary Kenmore. See you there. Hello there. How you doing? I think Aribo's going to be the key this season. Robert Williamson.
Yep.
So will you show
That's Brian.
the boys'
my
room
mate.
tomorrow?
Aye, his boys' Rangers room.
All right, okay.
Aye, so Dungiven. So if anybody's not seen Alan's room, it's on our page, right? And you've also got Stephen
Stephen McPherson
and
has wee Jambos.
wee Jambo's room. Is it Jamba?
Jamba.
Jamba. His room's on it as well. But if you've got a wee Rangers room, let us see it. We'll highlight, because we're really interested in Rangers memorabilia and Rangers, all the kind of historical stuff and things like that.
Yes. Guys, he's just played 2 games after having a baby. He had a bit more time out, so back scoring the goals. And that's what matters. That's true.
Aye,
He
Alfie.
had a lot of time off there, so aye. We know, but he's getting back into shape.
And do you know what? He never disappeared to Spain or anything like that.
Aye,
Didn't
didn't go to Spain.
Didn't he go to Benny Seed or anything?
Yeah, Aribo.
Aye. Somebody's mentioned Aribo as well. Aribo's been great at the start of this season.
Yep.
I think Aribo's got the potential to be the... Now when I say this, I'll probably get slagged for it. He's got the potential to be the best player on the team. Aribo, I think, with his dribbling ability and his goal scoring. James Martin's got one as well, but we haven't got that one on our page yet, I don't think. I might have put it on.
James
Martin, I know
I've seen
James.
that.
Aye, James has got a lovely one. I'll maybe even... I don't want to start putting people's ones on unless I've asked them.
What about brother Bobby Merrick? I don't know.
Bobby Merrick's just doing one, I think, that's what I'm saying. Has he finished it?
Finished it?
I've not been on Facebook for a while. So, what we're trying to do, guys, if anybody's want to put one up and they want to highlight it, and let
Get it
us know.
back to us, and we can, because we were supposed to go before COVID-19 with a few to go and view, and we didn't
Aye.
get there because COVID had come upon us, and we didn't get anywhere. I know, it's a long time, isn't it?
Yep.
Been missing 5 months, I know. I know.
Aye, as I was saying,
Hadji, aye.
well, we could argue he's the best player in the team, and what I'm saying is Aribo's got the potential. And
I think we've got a lot to see for Hadji.
There's a lot of great skillful players in the team now, I will say that. A lot of young boys and all have got a chance of getting a game now with Rangers.
Yep.
I have an 77 Scottish Cup final.
Have it.
Oh, I don't know. Send us a wee message about that, Peter. The reason I'm asking you, right, is my brother Scott, if he sees this message, will start ranting and raving about the story. Scott used to have this. It's an actual album. I'm sure there's a picture of Scott Wallace in the front of it. I might be right. And it's an actual record player. Scott took it to the North Nats.
Oh, no, get the vid, no.
And everything he's got, it's my favourite record for that. It's a Daisy Alpine record for that.
Grinder used to get them.
Aye, and that record, let me know about that, because you know my brother Scott forever goes on about the fact that the commentaries on it's brilliant. Aye, send us a wee PM on the show, it'd be great.
Hey, there we are. Looking forward to seeing how Hadji turns out throughout the season. It looks promising. I think he's going to do well for us. I think he's going to do good for us this year. Hey, look, Hadji looks good.
No?
Hadji looks good. Where are we? Aribo needs confidence. He looks scared in the showcase in case he messes up.
Aye,
Said
Robert's
Michael
asking about
Duffy.
the whiskey. Robert, we've got your whiskey. I'm going to start that again next week. I'm trying to take a wee week off it because I was absolutely mangled for the whole weekend. And literally, I'm trying to take a few days off it. I'm going to start with the beers next week again. Go to whiskies, this is a new one we're going to do. But started as you go, 8 to 12 years. Don't say that. Says, well, this is a Rangers show. But aye, we'll be starting the whiskey of the month next month. I might actually, what time is it now? What time is it now?
What time are we at? We're at 20 minutes to 9.
Aye, Tim's right, oh man, I'll just take a wee whiskey of the month. Why not?
That was so much for starting off it.
Did you see the way you twisted there on me?
Aye. Hey, hands off, Sandra. Hands off it. Hey, I can't hear you, Si. I wish you'd stop messing about with your mic.
I haven't. I've only moved at that time when I had to.
But you didn't have to.
Give me the thumbs up, you can hear us again, Si.
It's crackling.
No, but you need to get 30 seconds, right?
I know. I'm just telling you.
Tackling.
Aribo gets better every game. He seems to pick up every game, so there you go. He does. He looks a wee bit stronger every game, I think.
Who's that, Rebo?
Aye.
Aye, he's a young boy as well when he's getting there. They're talking about Hadji as well. Hadji's going to be a different type of player this year. I think we'll build the team around him. But if no, that's what I would be doing. Building the team around Hadji. Not many messages came in there.
I know.
Remember these swearing guys? What theatre I'm in, Jim Holden it? He's got a horn at Jeremy Beadle. I know,
hands off, Hadji.
I was only one of you whiskey there, pure choking there, man.
Sounds going on and off side. It's fixed now, says Warren.
Nah,
so there you go.
See if you get a wee knife now. If not, just leave it. We'll need to start it next week. Aye, so we're going to get a call for Warren in 3 or 4 minutes time, and Warren's going to give us a wee update on basically he's been involved with Rangers, involved with Gers TV. Just a wee shout out of what I do here. We've criticised Rangers official TV a few times when we felt it wasn't the best of quality, and we always said it should be getting up a gear. It's done that, and hats off to them. Whoever's involved in it, the quality of the Rangers Football Club TV just now, the commentary and everything involved with it is outstanding. And that's why we might say something and we're not happy about something because we want it to be better. And whoever's involved with getting to going up back to the level, absolutely amazing. And I think everybody will agree watching it. That was one of my criticisms when they were saying they wanted more people to subscribe to it. I was saying, subscribe but make it better. You've got the ability to make it better. So there's Warren calling in the now. Nah, I'll see if I can answer for him. Oh, can you answer it?
You answer it, Jim.
I'll hear Warren, you talk to me now. Aye, I'll phone again, sorry. We're not too busy doing other stuff. I thought he was going to text us first. Going to get a wee call for Warren from Larne. He stays in Larne as well. No offence, he's not heard Warren before. He likes to talk about his favourite subject, which is history. Right, my question's up
Rangers TV was excellent on Sunday, said Ali Parker.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. It deserves the credit because people slagged them at times. Clive Tilsley was fantastic. I didn't hear the commentary of that, but I heard the bits of it. Aye. Well, aye, but I'll never criticise anybody if they're getting it right. They're getting it right, you know.
That's it.
So I've said my thing about Tom Muller before in the past. Right now, the guy and the club are doing well with it. So good luck to him.
Hello, Warren.
Hello, Warren.
Hello, Warren. How are you doing? Yeah, good.
It's all good. Warren, just before you start, I've got my glass of whiskey here. I'm just going to do the loyal toast to Her Majesty the Queen.
There we go, the Queen.
There we go. God save the Queen and the famous Glasgow Rangers. Jeez, that was like a treble there, man. Chivas Regal, hits me back when it's out.
Blood will rush to his head now, Warren.
How you doing, Warren?
What?
Yep. And what's the feedback been like from you? Obviously we're involved with the orange stuff. I'm saying I can't hear Warren.
Can't hear Warren.
Right. Don't know what's happened there. It's up full blast. It should be able to hear him.
Do you want me to take it out the side? Take
no.
It out the side of the
telly?
Aye,
do that, aye. Try this. Hold on, use 2 seconds. Go try something here to be plan B.
Right, turn
Jim, I'm going to pull that out that wee bit.
Side of the telly, can you get it, Jim?
2 seconds, guys. We should get Warren.
Just up high. No, in. There's a wire there. Pull it. Thank you.
Right, Warren, try that.
Warren. Yeah.
Aye, so it's a 30-second delay, so let us know if you can hear him alright.
You don't need that in now because he's
on
that.
I know.
Can hear you, Warren.
here. As I say, reenactment is sort of, we're not doing anything because of this COVID. We're meant to be doing the Siege of Carrickfergus on the 31st, but it doesn't look like it's going to go ahead. We haven't heard anything back from the council, so we're waiting to hear on that. And if it happens, then I'll let everyone know on the Gers TV.
Right. Right. What are they're struggling to hear you, mate, on this now. I'll just let them know exactly what you're saying there. So basically, explain that again. What were you saying? Aye, so they couldn't hear what you were saying. I was fixing it. There's a sound.
Okay, right. No, okay. So no, everything's going well with me here. As I say, the reenactment, the whole thing is sort of hands down at the minute. There's nothing happening because of COVID. We were meant to be getting back for the 31st for the Siege of Carrickfergus on the bank holiday Monday, but it looks like it might not go ahead. We don't know yet. We're waiting to hear back from the council, and when we do hear, then I'll let everybody know. So, I mean, everything's going well for me. Football-wise, what more can we want? As Rangers fans, you want your team to win. We've won our 2 games so far. I think people are worrying about other teams. I don't want to talk about that other crowd. I never want to talk about them. So I don't care what happens to them, to be honest.
Aye.
I hope they do get the SFPL and the Scottish Government do put some sort of fine upon them, whether it be points, whether it be financial, whatever. Something they need to be made an example of. When you break the law, when you break, restrictions, then you need to be made an example of. But we know what's happened in the past with that crowd. They seem to be untouchable at times.
No, I agree with you. It's got to be one law for everybody. That's the big thing we've always said. But they've been an establishment club and they've ran things for so long. I think a wee bit of that's your fault with the fans, because we're always, we don't care, we're Rangers, we don't care. But we need to understand that they're running the show when it comes to the political side of the game. And you just have to see how they were awarded 5 in a row without having to win it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Or 4 in a row, was it? Without having to win it.
I mean, people are on talking about it today. I'm on the Gers Northern Ireland fans group, and Graham Burns runs it. It's a great group, but there's a lot of stuff on it. They were saying about taking 11 points off them and stuff. I don't believe any of that until it's happened, because we've seen it before. Things have happened at that club and they've got away with it scot-free. So there's no point getting our hopes up. We don't have to worry about them. We need to worry about ourselves.
I agree with that.
Keeping our players fit.
Well, the other thing is as well, it's also Aberdeen as well. You need to play fair. It's any team that's doing, if any team that's breaking the rules, they need to be dealt with in the right manner.
I totally agree. It doesn't matter who they are in the world. If you're breaking the rules, you should be done for it.
But John, just a wee, one of the boys.
We need to just focus on ourselves.
Aye, so Warren, somebody's just made a point there as well. At the weekend, and I read this, I wasn't 100% sure, so I don't want to comment, but I've read it 3 times a day that Celtic played an ineligible player at the weekend. Right. So if that's the case, you've got to.
When did anything ever happen to? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
Aye. Warren, just before I forget.
Ever make an example of them? They don't.
Warren, will you add Alan Canning into the Northern Ireland Rangers
Northern Ireland group?
It's up to Graham Burns. It's not up to me. Graham is the admin on that group, so I'll certainly contact Graham.
Right.
I'll email him and get Alan on. Yeah, because that would be great to have somebody from Dungiven. What a lot of people I know, our Scottish friends, don't really realise is where Alan lives is about 99.9% Republican IRA. There's a very small Protestant community in the Dungiven area, but Dungiven is a well-known Republican dive, as we would call it.
But I know that Alan told me. Alan was telling me that they've got a big membership for the club though. It's a big Rangers supporters bus.
Aye, from around the area, because there's a couple of Protestant areas outside of Dungiven, you've got a whole place like that. But I think in Dungiven himself, Alan was saying himself, he knows that, you're in the enemy's territory there. There's no two ways about it.
I know, a lot of respect.
It was part of the whole bandit country. Dungiven was one of those
places
if you're a soldier, you didn't want to go to. My other team here in Northern Ireland, Ireland, whenever we won the league a few years back, we had to go through Dungiven before we went to the match, and after the match, and they came out and they bricked the buses. So they just don't like anything to do with Protestantism or anything. It's a very, very nasty place, and to be fair to Alan and guys like that, they're the proper Rangers men. They're the guys, they're the ones that are they're at the knife at their throats. I mean, it's okay being a Rangers man in East Belfast or Sandy Row or Partick or whatever. But when you're in somewhere like that,
No, he's right, but I don't
You
know.
get in the garden guard.
Exactly. I have a friend that lives very close to Alan, and lives in a place called Balaki, and Balaki is like 100% Republican. And he's the only Protestant in the whole place, and he has a flagpole 55 feet high with a Union flag on it.
Well done to him.
So he lets them know exactly who he is
Aye.
and what he is,
Warren, just a quick one. We've not got a lot of time because this is a 1 hour show. I seen Toddy put a nice video up about the Larren Rangers. I know you're not
looking
part
good.
of it.
It was looking good, Warren.
It was brilliant. To be fair, on the night, we were doing other stuff, so we didn't get round, but we had family friends were there, and they said it was superb.
Yeah.
The stuff that they did.
Yeah, it looks smart. Looks smart, yeah.
Going up and down the streets, and the barbecue, everything. It was like her Sonia's friends, they all dressed up in like rock and roll gear and plastic guitars and stuff and all. It was like, so it was apparently really good crack.
I'm going
to get down to it myself.
I'm going to speak to I am going to speak to Toddy if I get a chance in a few days. Maybe try and get over for a couple of days, maybe even a day. Me and Sandra get over.
I think we were talking about a couple of ideas during the holidays. There's a few things happening. There's a lot of stuff going to be happening this year and next year in the 21. So just keep your eye open, guys. I am preparing a couple of things for Gers TV as well, as we talked about. So there's a couple of things that will be coming. I know you were talking earlier on about my talks, and they were very successful. A lot of people came to me and thanked me for it. I think that the footage that we did for the Central Grand Lodge of Scotland and also the Trinity Grand Lodge of Glasgow was superb.
Yes.
Yep.
And I know the people in charge there have contacted us and thanked us for the work that we did there. So I think that we just keep up that quality and keep up the information. I'm always going to talk about history, that. It doesn't matter what people want me to do.
That's
always going to go
Warren,
back to history.
Warren, that's a big question everybody's been asking me. Do you take that sword to bed with you?
My cousin, he would be on there and he asked stupid questions like that.
That's an eye,
He was actually doing a talk live during the holidays for the Central Grand Lodge of Scotland, and he came on and he says, "Have you not got another hat?" It seems to be you only wear the one hat all the time, so yeah, that's the sort of stuff. Yeah, well, no, all that stuff is kept in a safe place, so no, it's not. But no, listen, guys, I'm looking forward to this year. I think this season, COVID, please go away. That's the thing. I want COVID to go away and never come back again, never show its face. Because we've suffered enough. As football fans, as people, this whole country has suffered, and we don't need to suffer any more with this. Hopefully, they find a cure and they find this, whatever they're going to do, people need to have that security. And before we go back to the matches, people are, have to, it's going to be different. At the Irish Cup final 2 weeks ago, the first fans in Europe were let into a football stadium in the Irish Cup final here. There was 250 fans from each team in the final. And it was great to see, but it's still not right.
No.
Not having fans there, not having the atmosphere there, not having the cheering and the booing and all of that. That's what football's all about. It's the banter, it's the crack. And I just hope when we go back that it's still there, because that's what it is all about,
Yeah.
Excellent, Warren. We need to go to now. We're running out of time. I know it's on an hour long show. Great to hear from you.
No problem,
And thanks for all your help.
Good hearing from you,
wish
Warren.
everyone well, and we hope we just keep bringing it and keep doing it, and 55 will be coming our way.
Oh, definitely.
Don't worry about that other crowd. Forget about them.
Yeah.
We talk about them being obsessed with us. There's a lot of Rangers fans on the day obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Forget about them.
Definitely.
Forget about them.
Insignificant.
They have their dirty title. They have their plastic title from this season. Let's move on. Let's get into this new season. Let's finish them off.
That's it.
And say cheerio to their 10 in a row.
Yes, definitely, Warren.
Brilliant. Catch you later, Warren.
Okay.
Cheers.
See you later, Warren. Speak to you soon. Speak to you soon.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
There you go, guys. So you've heard that there's a wee problem with the sound at first, and there we'll go to sorted. Apologies about that. Loads of comments come in. We'll try and catch up with them now just before we finish up.
Hello, Paul Sargent. Glad to see you. Scott McIntyre and Monk McIntyre. Glad you could join us. Ian Henry. George P.S. Don't know who that is. Ronnie Crumlin. Henry McLaren and Uncle D there. All joining us tonight in the feed. Ali Campbell, Stevie One, Donna Robertson and Ian Henry.
That's about it, isn't it?
Yep, I don't want to take it back any further.
Aye, guys. A few people asking us if Warren's going to write a book. No, I don't know, but his plans are for the future. But it'll be on next week, and I'll ask him that question. But he'll read it later on. But he will be looking into the literature. I know that for the kind of loyal orders.
Natalie's saying we won't be back in the stadiums if they don't wise up the players with this COVID. Yeah, I know it's a lot of money to be spent, as you say. Don't speak season tickets and we're no there.
Well, the other thing I'd forgot about, right? I know I don't want to talk about him, but it's an important subject. If they don't play the Champions League game on Tuesday, it's Tuesday they've got the Champions League qualifier. I think they can get banned because they've got to play it.
Well, I was reading you can play a game as if it's been postponed without good cause, then they can be deducted points and other things.
Aye,
if
so
it's without good reason.
That's going to be interesting because they need to play that game. They can't change it. The European game is more important than the Scottish League with UEFA. So that'll be interesting to see what happens the next couple of days, guys. Guys, new backdrop. Drop us a wee message. Let us know how you like the new
studio, guys.
Studio.
Ain't no bother. We are the Duke Street flight forever. Hello, Sign Sandra. Henry McLaren. How
a
you
shout
doing?
out to my mate Shawzy. He asked me to give him a shout out tonight. He drinks in Oswald.
All right.
I know he's been posting.
Stuart Mackay.
I know, but I'm
there.
not giving him a shout out.
No, you have not.
So that's something. That's something.
Natalie Patterson. Hello there. How you doing, Hen?
Champions League game's going ahead unless other stuff comes out. Well, there's plenty of stuff can come out.
I know.
They'll be here all week.
I know, guys.
Guys, it's the first show of the season. It's been a great success. Thanks to everybody contributing.
Yep, definitely.
There's been loads and loads happening, guys.
Oh, Jim, you've just noticed. My goodness.
Murphy Robinson, a man I see. I always meet him in the Sandy Row in Northern Ireland. In Belfast, I always meet him in Sandy Row. And Northern Ireland games are in big events on the Swally. Guys, loads and loads of people. If I missed any comments, we apologise. Sometimes it's hard to keep up. Keep the comments coming in. Any suggestions, let us know. And if you've got a bear pit, contact
us and we'll get in touch with you guys. We'll come back out and say, we had a lot to view before, but because of COVID, we never got there.
It'd be great to start that again.
Drop us a wee message and we'll come see you.
Next week, the Rangers pools are starting back, the Rangers Lotto.
Lotto, we maybe we're starting the pools also. I'll maybe take up too, I'll look into it.
Figure it out, I don't know how it works, but I'll
look into it, but the Lotto's back on next week, so if you'd already joined, it will just currently back into your bank.
And the Rangers, you've set up benefits from it.
So
that's us, I think, for the night.
That's it. So guys, always remember, we are the people.